What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. This is a review now of Bob's Burgers. It's a new movie coming out, animated film based on the popular TV show. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it already. Almost there, almost at 50,000. Got to get to 50,000 by June 1st. Lemon pie in the face. Do a full video with it. But show a little class, will you? Subscribe if you're watching all the stuff, the Star Wars Celebration coverage, the Obi-Wan stuff, the Stranger Things, the Top Gun spoiler reviews. We got tons of it. And we hope that you join us here today. But we're talking the Bob's Burgers movie. Also coming out this weekend. All right, I'm going to be up front. I don't know how much you're going to listen to me with this review if you're a massive fan of this show. If you're someone like me coming into this movie knowing nothing about it, that's probably where I lend any opinion that's going to maybe be similar to yours. Because there are lots of people I know who love this show, knew about this show. I didn't know when this show came out when I saw it. I was telling people, oh, you must have grown up with it. Well, it came out like 10 years ago. I said, oh, I don't know. Did I like this movie? It was fine. But it definitely, I feel like if I watched the show and I knew the show better and I was a fan of the show, I feel like I would love this movie. Because it's this family. If you respond to the family, it's like, you got to remember. So me watching this is the first time I'm meeting any of these characters. This is the first time I'm getting familiar with any of the voices. And Dan Mintz, who I know, a comedian, is very funny, but it was very off-putting to me that he was the voice of the wife per se. And I know that people love that and they dig that. It was very hard for me to separate it. So that, again, this is a me thing. Yeah, if you already love the character of Tina, then you're going to very prominent in the movie. And basically what happens is that the Belchers have to they're trying to get a loan. They're trying to figure out, how to make the business work and a little bit more, and they need this loan from the bank. And what happens is like a sinkhole that forms right in front of the restaurant, and there's like a mystery that has to be solved. And I thought that the mystery itself was a lot of fun, and I thought that there was some stuff, the way that the family worked together, and I liked the dynamic of the family because I was worried about they were just going to be like a family that just crapped on each other the whole entire time, and they weren't really there for each other. But they're not. They love each other very much, and Tina's a very overprotective mom, and is always looking out for her babies, and then I thought the kids' dynamic worked pretty well also. And so here's some of the cast inside of it, and you guys can tell me who the hell is a normal character and who's, brand new to this racket. So it seems like Jon Benjamin, who plays the voice of Bob, I like the character of Bob. He's very just doing his thing, trying to figure it out, trying to go by the system, and never really wants to push the limits. Dan Mintz, of course, plays Tina Belcher, who's always one trying to encourage him, tell him not to give up. Gary Cole, Sergeant Bosco, Zack Galafanakis, Felix Fischoeder. I assume these are new characters. Are they not new characters? Maybe not. I don't know. You tell me. You should do the research. No, I didn't do any research on this. Same thing, Kevin Kline. The Fischoeders to me were hilarious. I don't know if they're brand new or showing up, but just for this movie. But I enjoy the dynamic there. So I think that as I thought about it and I sat on it a little bit more, I definitely know for sure that if I was a fan of this show, I probably would really enjoy this movie because there's another standalone episode for this. It seems like the people that were there that knew this show were laughing throughout it. It felt good about it. And I think that as I sat on it and I said, I don't know if I really enjoyed that movie too much. And I thought about it and I thought about the story itself, and the story was enjoyable. I thought there was the idea that these kids had to work together to try to figure out somebody got murdered. Who was it? And it's not real. And I thought about, could I bring my 10-year-old for this? It's definitely made for like the older, I think 15, 16 and up, for the type of humor that's in there. And that's fine. That's cool. I think that worked out. So I found myself appreciating it more. I don't know how much I enjoyed it if I would watch it again, but I definitely appreciated it. I appreciated how deep they were into the characters, how much they loved the characters, how much the world was already built. And I did say to myself as I was watching it, I'm like, yeah, I don't know if this is really for me because I'm not a fan of this show, but I feel like the fans of this show are going to dig this movie because of the what this family has to do, and you can tell that they're established. You can tell that every character goes on a journey. Every character has something that they have to fix within themselves, and it's a little predictable. Like you could tell who did it pretty. I mean, I don't know if they're trying to make it seem like you're not supposed to know. I don't know how. I don't think their goal is to go, oh, we're really going to fool the audience. If you guess, you guess. Who cares? But I don't know. Overall, I'm gonna go. Originally, when I walked out, I'm like, I don't even know if I can give this thing a fresh. I'm gonna go 2.6, and I said that's not fair, because if you judge with the movie itself and the writing of the movie and the characters of the movie, is it a good movie? And I think it is. I think it's like a 3.3 for me, and it's probably the 4 for people who love this show and people who dig this show. Like I said, it was just a little jarring for me. Some of the voices were clearly dudes for the ladies. And I know, and that's not to say, oh, well, it shouldn't have been. It just didn't work for me. Definitely seemed to work for a lot of people because A, it was a popular show. B, they got a movie out of that popular show. So what the hell do I know? Anyway, what I would recommend is if you are a fan of this show, see this movie because it plays to you. If not, well, you want to run out and see this show and go back and binge it? I didn't. And that's what I was hoping for. I was hoping for, well, you know what? If I love this movie a lot, I'm going to go back and watch other episodes. I don't necessarily need to ever see Bob's Burgers again. But it's also maybe just not for me. Hey, that's the review. Lots of stuff happening on the channel. As I said, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button. Do that. Get us to 50,000. We have a lot of stuff going down, man. We just put out 3 trailer reactions yesterday. We have the big thing that's coming out that already came out on Monday with me and Ellis. Wednesday, you've got myself and Steph and Mike, or it might just be me and Mike for Sith Council previewing Celebration. Thursday, Roxy and I and Brett will be doing the last big thing of the week, and then it's all Celebration for the entire weekend. Then our spoiler review of Top Gun with myself and Ellis will be out this weekend also. So a lot going on the channel. So thank you guys so much for joining us on the channel here today. The Bob's Burgers movie, it's coming out on Friday. Go check it out. Peace.